Northern Ireland's lush green countryside, peat-stained streams and rivers, and twisty country lanes formed the backdrop to the penultimate round of the 2012 British Rally Championship, the Todds Ulster Rally. Arriving in Ulster, Elfyn Evans was the joint leader of the BRC, and he set off into the first of the rally's 14 stages, determined to hang on to that lead. Third fastest on stage 1 and then second quickest on stage 2, Elfyn was already in second place overall, despite pools of standing water on the road surface. The weather was steadily improving, and another third fastest time on stage 3 meant Elfyn could head for service with a cushion of over 13 seconds. At service in Antrim, while Elfyn gave his thoughts on the first loop of stages, the Fiesta's tyres could be checked, and thoughts turned to tyre choices for the next loop. The weather was now dry, but more rain was forecast. The second batch of stages was a direct repeat of the first. Stages 4 and 5 were dry, and Elfyn and his co-driver Phil Pugh were second quickest on both, extending their advantage over third place to over 27 seconds. On stage 6, the day's last, the rain began to fall again for the last few miles, but the Welsh pair weren't troubled by the change in conditions, and so returned to Antrim in a relatively comfortable second place overall, and leading the R2 class.
There was quite a bit of running water, especially on the first stage and the second stage today. And that rain really didn't clear, in the wet patches during the last half. And then just as we were coming to the end of that last stage there, we had a bit of rain, but not too much of a problem for us.
We just got in before the weather changed, so that was a bit of luck on our side. But yeah, we've pushed hard, 6 good stages, no problems. Cars run faultless, and yeah, happy to be second. Can't do much about the Citroen in front of us, but well ahead in the class, so we're happy.
Heavy overnight rain had given way to clearing skies, but there were again patches of water on day 2's opening stages. By mid-morning, though, the sun was shining and the road surface was drying. Conditions that were clearly to Elfyn's liking, as he set the fastest time on stage 9. His commitment in the little R2 specification Ford Fiesta was breathtaking. Another second fastest time on stage 10 meant the pair could head for service with a gap of over a minute between themselves and the crew in third place.
Weather was a bit tricky this morning, couldn't quite decide what tyres we were going to go in on, but yeah, all in all, I think we made the right decisions, and we've had a good few stages, and the weather's come out, and it's all been good after.
Reruns of those 4 stages would then decide the rally, and despite not repeating that stage 9 fastest time, Elfyn's performance over the final loop was more than enough to secure second place overall and the joint lead of the championship. More importantly, perhaps, it meant he could head for the next round of the WRC Academy in confident mood.
I feel great. Obviously it's a big boost ahead of Germany, and very much looking forward now. Certainly our priority this year is the Academy, and that's what we're still focusing on, to be honest. Part of this weekend was to gain valuable experience for the Academy, which I think we've achieved, but I think the Championship will be a tall order due to the fact that obviously there's drop scores coming into account, and therefore I think it'll be very difficult without wins under our belts.
The result, though, was enough to secure both the 2012 R2 class title and the Fiesta Sport Trophy Series with one round, the Track Rod Rally Yorkshire, still to go.